Having shared a decade of matrimonial bliss, nurturing two brilliant offspring, a 10-year-old daughter and a 3-year-old son, we invested in a home, a testament to our aspirations. Alas, the veil of harmony shattered, and we tread the path of divorce, an unexpected detour from our once solid union. Throughout 9 fruitful years, my wife and I were pillars of trust, unwavering in our faith in each other. However, the fabric of that trust unraveled when I stumbled upon her deceit, each revelation unfurling a tapestry of lies. It began innocuously, a casual mention of visiting a friend's abode, yet a clandestine rendezvous with another man unveiled itself through intercepted text messages stealthily perused during her slumber. With each nocturnal investigation, more damning evidence surfaced, a damning testament to her infidelity. The unsettling truth confronted me in the dead of night, as I questioned her under the cloak of darkness, her admission slicing through the air like a chilling gust. A call made in my presence to the erstwhile paramour unveiled not merely a tryst but a betrayal etched deep within the fabric of our once sacred bond. Months later, amidst the turmoil of our unraveling union, fate dealt another blow as my wife grappled with the agony of kidney stones and a debilitating renal ailment. A physician's prescription for Vicodin brought temporary solace to her suffering, a relief I welcomed albeit naively, unaware of the storm it would brew. A frantic call from her workplace, claiming the pill bottle's disappearance, ignited a frenzied search, casting shadows of doubt upon a trusted friendship. With trepidation, I scoured every nook, hoping to salvage not just pills but the fragile threads of trust. Yet fate had other plans, unveiling the damning evidence of her deceit nestled within her belongings, a pill bottle clandestinely concealed, devoid of label or innocence. In a precarious dance of deception, she spun tales of stolen prescriptions, weaving a web of lies that threatened to ensnare not just our marriage but her very soul. As dusk descended, I retrieved the replacement prescription, a silent witness to her mounting desperation. Her return heralded accusations, misplaced ire directed at my supposed theft. Yet, in the quiet solitude of her absence, I uncovered yet another vessel of deception, an unlabeled vial nestled within her vehicle's confines. In a silent display of defiance, I placed it alongside the replacement prescription, a silent testament to her duplicity. Amidst her protestations, I stood firm, a sentinel against the tide of lies that threatened to consume us both. For in the end, amidst the wreckage of our shattered trust, only truth could pave the path to redemption. In the wake of the pill bottle's mysterious disappearance, a troubling equation emerged, the tally of missing tablets aligning ominously with the contents of that unlabeled vessel, casting shadows over a friendship teetering on the brink of betrayal. With resolve etched upon my countenance, I announced my departure for the night, a solemn declaration accompanied by the departure of our son, a beacon of innocence ensnared within the tumult of our unraveling union. In a tense standoff, she, reluctant to relinquish her hold upon our child, barricaded our path, an impassable barrier of maternal instinct fueled by the depths of her addiction. Yet, as the weight of my ultimatum hung heavy in the air, I moved with measured determination, a forceful displacement met with inadvertent consequence, her arm bearing testament to the collateral damage of our fractured bond. Departing into the night's embrace, I embarked upon a journey fraught with uncertainty, the echoes of our discord reverberating through the hollow chambers of my heart. And as the sun rose upon a new day, fraught with the weight of decisions unmade, we stood at the precipice of choice, presented with the divergent paths of divorce, separation, or the arduous journey of reconciliation. In a tentative agreement forged amidst the embers of our shattered trust, we pledged ourselves to the crucible of counseling, a beacon of hope amidst the encroaching darkness of our shared turmoil. Yet, as the weeks unfurled into a tapestry of uncertainty, her resolve wavered, abandoning the sanctuary of therapy for the solace of denial. Amidst the tangled web of deceit, revelations emerged like jagged shards of truth piercing the fragile veneer of our fractured reality. A confession, whispered in the clandestine embrace of friendship, unveiled the depths of her infidelity, a betrayal etched deep within the recesses of my wounded soul. And yet, amidst the chaos of revelation, I clung to the tattered remnants of our once sacred bond, a glimmer of hope amidst the encroaching darkness. Even as tragedy struck with the cruel hand of fate, the specter of loss haunting the corridors of my grief-stricken heart, I remained steadfast in my resolve, a sentinel against the tempest of despair. In a desperate bid for closure, I unearthed the damning evidence of her betrayal, a digital testament to her duplicity, a message of love exchanged in the shadowed depths of infidelity. And in a final act of defiance, I unveiled the truth to her father, a revelation shattering the fragile facade of her deception. And so, amidst the wreckage of our shattered trust, I stand, a lone sentinel against the tide of betrayal, clinging to the fragile hope of redemption amidst the ruins of our once sacred union. The saga of my tribulations deepened as treachery insidiously infiltrated the sanctity of my abode, a sinister act, a malevolent hand severing my lifeline of communication. Hastening to seek recourse in the arms of justice, I summoned the guardians of law, their presence a beacon of hope amidst the encroaching darkness of betrayal. Yet, as I ventured back into the labyrinthine depths of my domicile, a simple query poised upon my lips, her response a cacophony of deceit, an orchestration of falsehoods spun with calculated precision. Summoning the bulwark of legal defense, I embarked upon the arduous path of divorce proceedings, only to find myself ensnared within the labyrinthine web of her machinations, her preemptive strike laying siege to the citadel of our once shared existence. Emerging from the crucible of confrontation, I found solace in the embrace of justice, yet her machinations knew no bounds, her descent into darkness a harbinger of the tempest that lay ahead. And so, amidst the crucible of our unraveling union, I stood, a lone sentinel against the tide of deception, clinging to the fragile remnants of truth amidst the ruins of our shattered trust. In the wake of unfounded accusations, I found myself ensnared within the jaws of injustice, the weight of false witness casting shadows upon the tapestry of my innocence. And yet, amidst the chaos of betrayal, I sought refuge within the hallowed halls of counsel, their guidance a beacon of hope amidst the encroaching darkness of despair. Armed with the arsenal of truth, my legal champion stood prepared to challenge the edifice of deceit, every shard of evidence a testament to the veracity of my plight. And yet, as the specter of injustice loomed large, I found solace in the unwavering resolve of justice, its scales poised to mete out retribution upon the perpetrators of falsehood. And so, amidst the crucible of adversity, I stand, a lone warrior against the tide of treachery, steadfast in my resolve to reclaim what is rightfully mine. For in the end, amidst the ruins of our shattered trust, only truth can pave the path to redemption, a beacon of hope amidst the encroaching darkness of despair. As the wheels of justice inch forward, I find myself poised on the precipice of a pivotal courtroom confrontation, a last stand in the battle for my parental rights and the retrieval of my cherished belongings. With bated breath, I await the fateful date of December 16th, a day fraught with hope and trepidation, where the scales of justice may finally tip in my favor. In the crucible of the courtroom, I pray for the chance to embrace my children without the specter of supervision looming over our precious moments, yearning for the opportunity to create lasting memories, unencumbered by the shackles of estrangement. Yesterday's parent-teacher conference served as a stark reminder of the tumultuous journey that lies ahead, as I grappled with the harsh reality of my daughter's academic struggles and the glaring absence of my ex-wife's parental presence. With 2 court dates looming on the horizon, I steel myself for the arduous path that lies ahead, a labyrinthine maze of legal proceedings and bureaucratic red tape. The Mandatory Smile program, designed to guide parents through the tumult of divorce, serves as yet another hurdle on the road to resolution, a mandatory detour on the path to parental reconciliation. Despite the setbacks on the job front, I refuse to succumb to despair, clinging to the hope that my perseverance will eventually bear fruit. As the final pretrial proceedings unfold, I am faced with a momentous decision, a choice between a no-contest plea and a trial by jury. In the face of mounting adversity, I stand firm in my refusal to plead guilty to a crime I did not commit, knowing full well the risks that lie ahead. As the bitter chill of winter sets in, I am reminded of the tangible losses incurred in the wake of legal wrangling, my belongings held hostage by the capricious whims of fate. Yet, amidst the chaos and uncertainty, I find solace in the unwavering support of my legal counsel, a beacon of hope amidst the encroaching darkness of despair. In the midst of mounting legal battles and the tumultuous fallout of a fractured marriage, the specter of false accusations casts a shadow over my already precarious situation. My ex-wife's relentless campaign of slander and fabrication, culminating in baseless allegations of me violating my bond by driving past the house, serves as a stark reminder of the uphill battle that lies ahead. As I stand before the judge alongside my legal counsel, the gravity of the situation weighs heavy upon me, the looming threat of contempt charges hanging ominously in the air. Despite the onslaught of accusations, I remain steadfast in my resolve, knowing that the road ahead will be fraught with obstacles and challenges. During the proceedings, my lawyer brings to light the ongoing saga of my attempts to retrieve my belongings, a seemingly Herculean task thwarted at every turn by my ex-wife's vindictiveness. With nothing but the clothes on my back to shield me from the biting cold, I am reminded of the tangible losses incurred in the wake of our bitter dispute. However, amidst the chaos and uncertainty, I refuse to be cowed into submission. Armed with the unwavering determination to reclaim what is rightfully mine, I take proactive steps to document every facet of my daily life, a preemptive measure aimed at warding off further accusations of wrongdoing. As the court orders a civil standby for the retrieval of my belongings, I am buoyed by a renewed sense of hope, knowing that justice, however elusive, may yet prevail. With friends by my side as witnesses and moral support, I prepare to embark upon the daunting task of reclaiming my possessions, a symbolic victory in the ongoing battle for vindication. Yet, even as I finally secure my belongings, the bitter taste of injustice lingers, my ex-wife's refusal to allow me entry into our home serving as a cruel reminder of the depths of her animosity. And so, as the wheels of justice continue to turn, I steel myself for the next chapter in this saga of strife and discord, knowing that the road ahead will be fraught with uncertainty and hardship. But amidst the darkness, I cling to the flickering light of hope, determined to emerge from this trial by fire stronger and more resilient than ever before. As my steadfast lawyer urged caution, stressing the importance of adhering to the agreed-upon terms to avoid jeopardizing our hard-won victory, I remained resolute, adamant in my belief that after 2 long months, the time had come for me to reunite with my beloved children. With unwavering determination, I insisted that the matter be brought before the judge, refusing to relent until justice was served. In a courtroom suffused with tension, my lawyer presented a compelling case, citing the documented letters beseeching for visitation rights, each met with silence from the other party. And in a moment that brought tears of joy to my eyes, the judge ruled in my favor, granting me the precious opportunity to spend time with my cherished offspring. Amidst the tumult of legal battles, the prospect of gainful employment offered a glimmer of hope amidst the storm. Following a promising interview, I dared to entertain the notion of a brighter future, buoyed by the possibility of securing gainful employment. However, the specter of unemployment was wielded as a weapon against me, my ex-wife's legal counsel casting doubt upon the sudden change in my employment status, insinuating ulterior motives. But even as uncertainty loomed on the professional front, rays of hope pierced through the darkness, as references were contacted, and the wheels of opportunity began to turn. With each passing moment, I clung to the belief that better days lay ahead, my spirits buoyed by the promise of brighter tomorrows. Finally reunited with my children, the overwhelming joy of the moment threatened to eclipse the hardships of the past. Yet, amidst the jubilation, poignant revelations surfaced, as my daughter confided in me about her struggles with school attendance, a poignant reminder of the weight of parental responsibility. Navigating the complexities of co-parenting, I grappled with the challenges of financial strain, determined to make Christmas magical for my children despite limited means. And as I embarked on the journey home, emotions threatened to overwhelm me, the knowledge that Santa's visit hung in the balance serving as a bittersweet reminder of the challenges that lay ahead. Yet, amidst the triumphs, shadows of doubt lingered, as I grappled with the constraints imposed by my ex-wife's restrictive measures. With communication channels severed, I clung to the hope that a simple letter would bridge the chasm that threatened to engulf us, a testament to the enduring bond between parent and child. As I navigated the labyrinthine corridors of bureaucracy in pursuit of my children's medical records, I braced myself for yet another hurdle in the ongoing saga of co-parenting. And yet, amidst the trials and tribulations, I found solace in the knowledge that the journey, though fraught with challenges, was a testament to the unwavering strength of a father's love. Amidst the labyrinthine complexities of custody battles, the intricacies of legal proceedings unfold, revealing a tapestry woven with threads of betrayal and deception. Though we share joint legal custody, the specter of parental alienation looms large, casting shadows over the fragile bond between parent and child. In a bid to substantiate her claims, my ex-wife took our daughter for an evaluation, citing concerns of bedwetting during visits to my home. Yet, the records paint a different picture, revealing a narrative steeped in falsehoods and half-truths. As I prepare to delve deeper into the labyrinth of legal proceedings, I resolve to uncover the truth hidden within the confines of medical records and testimonies. Today marks the closure of the domestic issue case, a pivotal moment in the ongoing saga of legal wrangling. As my ex-wife and her paramour reveal the true nature of their relationship under oath, I am buoyed by the hope that justice will prevail in the ensuing divorce proceedings. Armed with irrefutable evidence and bolstered by the testimony of law enforcement, I stand poised to reclaim my rightful place within the sanctity of my home. With the jury delivering a swift verdict of not guilty, I now turn my attention to the next phase of legal battles, determined to lift the veil of parental alienation that threatens to shroud my relationship with my children. Yet, as I navigate the turbulent waters of the legal system, uncertainty hangs heavy in the air. A trial hearing looms on the horizon, a costly endeavor fraught with uncertainty and frustration. And as I grapple with the injustices of a system that seems indifferent to the safety of my children, I am gripped by a sense of urgency to expedite proceedings and secure their well-being. In the face of mounting obstacles, I refuse to yield to despair. With the unwavering support of allies and legal counsel, I press forward, resolved to protect my children at all costs. And though the road ahead may be fraught with challenges, I draw strength from the love that binds us, a beacon of hope amidst the darkness that threatens to engulf us. As I stand on the precipice of uncertainty, I am reminded of the resilience of the human spirit. And though the journey may be fraught with obstacles, I remain steadfast in my determination to reclaim what is rightfully mine, guided by the unwavering belief that justice will ultimately prevail. Amidst the tumult of legal battles and the relentless onslaught of stress, I find myself grappling with a myriad of emotions, stuck, lost, confused, and overwhelmed by the weight of it all. The recent court proceedings only served to compound my distress, as I found myself ensnared in a web of contempt charges due to a failure to comply with a court order unbeknownst to me. My attorney's oversight left me vulnerable and exposed, facing hefty fines and an uphill battle to rectify the situation. It's as if I'm navigating through a maze of uncertainty, each twist and turn leading me deeper into the labyrinth of legal complexities. The pressure mounts with each passing day, the weight of the impending consequences bearing down on me like a heavy burden that I cannot shake off. Despite my best efforts to stay afloat amidst the storm, I can't help but feel like I'm drowning in a sea of uncertainty. It's a constant struggle to keep my head above water, to find solid ground amidst the shifting sands of legal proceedings and bureaucratic red tape. And yet, amidst the chaos and confusion, I cling to a glimmer of hope, a flickering flame of resilience that refuses to be extinguished. I know that I must summon every ounce of strength and determination within me to weather this storm, to emerge victorious against the odds stacked against me. Though the road ahead may be fraught with obstacles and challenges, I refuse to surrender to despair. With unwavering resolve, I press on, determined to overcome the hurdles that lie in my path and reclaim control over my destiny. In the unforgiving glare of the courtroom, I stood before the judge, forced to account for my perceived transgressions. Despite my earnest attempts to convey the truth, my words fell on deaf ears, as the judge questioned my actions and motivations. Anguish and frustration bubbled to the surface as I recounted the events that led to this moment, grappling with the injustice of it all. Faced with mounting legal fees and the prospect of losing everything, I find myself at a crossroads, grappling with the harsh realities of my predicament. The prospect of surrender looms large, as I contemplate relinquishing my possessions in a bid to salvage what little remains of my sanity. In the grand scheme of things, material possessions pale in comparison to the peace of mind I so desperately crave. Yet, even as I contemplate surrender, a glimmer of defiance stirs within me, a refusal to capitulate in the face of adversity. With each passing day, I steel myself for the battles that lie ahead, determined to reclaim what is rightfully mine, no matter the cost. But as the legal quagmire deepens and the weight of my burdens grows heavier, I find myself teetering on the brink of despair. Homeless, broke, and besieged on all sides, I struggle to find solace amidst the chaos that surrounds me. The relentless onslaught of stress takes its toll, manifesting in physical symptoms that serve as a stark reminder of the toll this ordeal has exacted upon me. In the face of such adversity, it's easy to succumb to despair, to relinquish hope and resign oneself to defeat. Yet, amidst the darkness, a flicker of resilience persists, a stubborn refusal to surrender to the whims of fate. And so, I press on, fueled by the unwavering belief that one day justice will prevail, and the storm clouds that hang over me will dissipate, revealing a brighter tomorrow. I confronted the betrayal head-on, grappling with the searing pain of deception that cut through me like a knife. Despite pouring my heart and soul into our marriage, it seemed that my trust had been callously betrayed, shattering the illusion of the life I had built with my wife. As the truth unfolded before me, each revelation struck a painful blow, leaving me reeling in disbelief. My brother, a figure I had once trusted implicitly, stood at the center of the betrayal, his actions casting a dark shadow over our familial bond. The agony of the discovery threatened to consume me, knowing at the very core of my being as I struggled to come to terms with the magnitude of the betrayal. How could someone I held dear, someone I had grown up with, inflict such profound hurt upon me? Yet, amidst the wreckage of my shattered dreams, a glimmer of resilience flickered within me. Despite the anguish that threatened to engulf me, I resolved to confront the situation head-on, refusing to succumb to despair. Following the revelation of my brother's infidelity, I found myself plunged into a profound state of turmoil, grappling with the shattered remnants of familial trust that once bound us together. Despite my initial hesitation to sever ties completely, the enormity of the betrayal I had endured left me reeling, unable to reconcile the depth of deceit with the bond we once shared. As my brother battled the ravages of the coronavirus, I found myself strangely detached, the betrayal casting a pall over any sympathy I might have otherwise felt. Yet, amidst the turmoil, I discovered a glimmer of hope in the unwavering support of my loved ones. Their steadfast presence became a beacon of light in the darkness, offering me strength and solace as I navigated the tumultuous aftermath of betrayal. With their encouragement, I resolved to piece together the shattered fragments of my life, determined to emerge from the ordeal with newfound resilience and wisdom. Though the scars of betrayal may linger, I refuse to let them define me. As I embark on the journey of healing, I am reminded of the resilience of the human spirit, a force capable of triumphing over even the darkest of days. And though the road ahead may be fraught with challenges, I face it with unwavering resolve, guided by the belief that, in time, the wounds inflicted upon me will heal, and I will emerge from the darkness stronger and more resilient than ever before. My life has taken a drastic turn, veering into a realm of emotional turmoil and shattered trust. As the divorce proceedings unfolded, I found myself grappling with a myriad of conflicting emotions, torn between the desire for closure and the lingering pain of betrayal. My wife's pleas for forgiveness echoed in my mind, but I couldn't shake the sense of disillusionment that had settled in my heart. The revelation of my brother's infidelity struck me like a thunderbolt, delivering a devastating blow that shattered the fragile remnants of trust within our family bond. Initially, I grappled with the idea of completely severing ties with him, but the overwhelming sense of betrayal consumed me, rendering me incapable of mustering any empathy or sympathy for his plight as he fought against the ravages of the coronavirus. Despite the gravity of his situation, I found myself emotionally detached, unable to reconcile his actions with the concept of familial loyalty and solidarity. As news of his deteriorating condition reached me, I couldn't muster an ounce of sympathy, for the bond that once bound us had been irreparably broken. Even as my family urged reconciliation, I remained steadfast in my resolve, unable to bridge the chasm of resentment that had grown between us. Meanwhile, my estranged wife's desperate attempts to salvage our relationship fell on deaf ears, her pleas for forgiveness ringing hollow in the face of her betrayal. Though she sought to atone for her actions, I couldn't bring myself to trust her again, the scars of her infidelity serving as a constant reminder of the frailty of human relationships. In the midst of this tumultuous upheaval, I found myself grappling with profound questions about the nature of love, trust, and forgiveness. Was it possible to rebuild what had been broken? Or was it better to simply walk away and start anew? As I navigated the tumultuous waters of heartbreak and betrayal, I came to realize that forgiveness was not a gift to be bestowed lightly. It required a willingness to confront the painful truths of the past and the courage to embrace the possibility of healing, even in the face of overwhelming pain. In the end, I chose to forge my own path forward, untethered by the weight of past betrayals and resentments. Though the road ahead may be fraught with uncertainty, I remain steadfast in my resolve to reclaim my sense of self-worth and rebuild my life on a foundation of honesty, integrity, and self-respect. And though the wounds of the past may linger, I take solace in the knowledge that every trial and tribulation is an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. As I bid farewell to the ghosts of my past, I embrace the promise of a brighter tomorrow guided by the unwavering light of hope and resilience. The fallout from their betrayal. As I reflect on the tumultuous events that have unfolded, I find myself grappling with a myriad of conflicting emotions. My brother's candid words pierced through the veil of denial, forcing me to confront the harsh realities of human nature. His admonition to tread cautiously in matters of the heart resonated deeply, serving as a sobering reminder of the pitfalls that lurk beneath the surface of seemingly idyllic relationships. Despite the bitterness that lingers in the aftermath of betrayal, I cannot deny the profound sense of relief that washes over me. As I gaze upon the wreckage of my shattered marriage, I find solace in the knowledge that I am no longer tethered to the deceit and duplicity that once defined our union. Though the scars of betrayal may linger, I refuse to allow them to dictate the trajectory of my life. In the midst of this emotional turmoil, I find myself grappling with the delicate balance between forgiveness and self-preservation. While part of me yearns to extend an olive branch to my estranged wife, I cannot ignore the profound sense of betrayal that festers within me. Her tearful confession serves as a painful reminder of the irreparable damage that has been wrought upon our relationship. As I navigate the tumultuous waters of heartbreak and betrayal, I am reminded of the resilience of the human spirit. Though the road ahead may be fraught with uncertainty, I refuse to succumb to despair. Instead, I choose to embrace the promise of a brighter tomorrow guided by the unwavering light of hope and resilience. As I bid farewell to the ghosts of my past, I am filled with a renewed sense of purpose and determination. Though the wounds of betrayal may run deep, I refuse to allow them to define me. With each passing day, I move closer to healing, empowered by the knowledge that I possess the strength to overcome even the greatest of trials. And though the scars of betrayal may linger, I take comfort in the knowledge that I am not alone in my journey. With the support of loved ones and the unwavering determination to reclaim my sense of self-worth, I am confident that I will emerge from this ordeal stronger and more resilient than ever before.